Hello and welcome to Windraker, Adventure on the High Seas, episode 10. Um, I am James, and I will be your game master today. Playing, we are the Kobold Cafe. We are that. We are that. Um, and playing today, we have Tara. And we have Z Warrior. A little bit, a little bit. We have Jared. It's very true. And the most attractive of the bunch, ever. Uh, well, I mean, there's not really any C's necessarily that you know of, which actually makes me rethink the name. Oh well. Uh, and then last but not least, we have got Luke. All right. So, last session, our crew found the final stone. They sailed quite a bit south and intercepted a uh, a, a fellow pirate ship, but not after finding the rubble and destruction of the Turner flotilla. Uh, they saved a few people, threw them on land with a bunch of other people who were actually surprisingly helpful and friendly. And then they sailed south and intercepted a pirate, expecting a huge fight, and made a friend instead. And now, I I understand, but in the future, if you need any help from us, you just find us and let us know. No, you follow the carnage and wreckage. Oftentimes, we're at the end of it. Well then, with our business concluded, it sounds like you lot would like to be on your way, and I have still not decided on an accent for this character. I've gone from Irish to English to Australian in like 4 sentences. I'm sure. Uh, but she will ask, is there any supplies you should like to trade for? Well, then I guess our business is concluded. Yes, yes. And, and the location of people who know how to build it. Wonderful. You were. Cool. So, yeah, I think at this point she, escorts you back to your ship and everything gets, all the gangplanks and ropes get undone and Captain Inga and her ship begin to sail north. And now you guys have all of the stones. Yeah, the big light in the sky. Cleared the storm, big light in the sky. Yeah. Morgul? Oh, right. I can't remember its name either. Yeah. Yep. You are a huge fucking nerd. All right. So you guys are sailing off. Y'all. Okay. That's a terrible captain.
Yar, yo ho, forgot to include the handling penalty. Yar, still succeeded by 4, maybe 3.
I love how there's just an entire continent we just fucking skipped.
By southerly snow place.
I mean, I was mostly just filling empty space. Um.
It's the end game area. Like, post game adventuring zone. It's
Oh
all
yeah.
dragons, like actual dragons. When we return them dragon statues, those 4 dragons are going to come to life and take over these southerly islands, and we got to go and kill them all. That sounds pretty sick. Can we do that, please?
It sounds
And
a lot like
die?
jumping the shark.
Calculated is.
But
Ooh, the wind is in our favor. Holy shit.
yes, yes, you do notice that the wind has changed and is quite in your favor.
It should take us 10.5 days to arrive at Al Shakek.
All right. So, for every night on the ship, could everybody roll? Nah, just let's just do.
It no longer says not a number if you measure too short. It now says infinity.
Oh, really? I just see 0.
Same.
It's if you do it while you're moving a token. Give me a. Oh, there, Jared's got infinity up for me. The boat just moved infinity kilometers.
3,434 kilometers.
We've moved a bit as well already. I calculated it earlier at 11.4 days at full speed.
All right. So,
How many HTs?
uh,
Maybe
well,
one a week? Two?
yeah, let's just do 1 a week. 2 a week. Let's do 2 a week. Everybody's.
So how
So you
many?
probably want three offers then?
Yeah.
Should they be at a minus to account for the fact that we're making fewer?
Made all 3.
I fail one.
No, no
James?
minus. No minus. I'm sorry, I was pondering that. No minus. Just. And if any failures are going to count as 2 hours of missed sleep.
I end up spending a lot of this journey in bed.
And this is just kind of representing the fatigue from the curse.
Are we able to get good sleep?
The curse is making it very difficult. You are feeling ill, and
Right, but are we able to recover that sleep or not? Are we at it for now?
no, you can recover that sleep, like
But it
eventually.
means we're
Okay.
not getting up to
Okay,
much
so
while we're on the boat.
Luke's pretty much got it. Like this is a journey that's very haggard at this point. All of your sailors are starting to really feel it. They're all getting sleepy and groggy, and they're having a hard time. Two-skin and pirate alike. Uh, Captain Armando, he is similarly greatly fatigued. Um, so
Oh, change up the shifts a bit to give people longer rests.
Costiana's over here just running things because she feels fine. I see how it is.
you're
Yeah,
young and spry.
I'll try and look leadery from my bed.
Yeah, that's confidence inspiring. Um, and yeah, there's grumblings and murmurings among the crew.
Costana. Sorry, I'm Costana. I don't know why I said Costiana.
Uh,
Did the boat just move infinity kilometers for everyone?
It did not.
That's a shame.
It seems to be. Oh, there it goes. Finally loaded. Um. So yeah. What are people working on this final cruise? If anything, mostly just sleeping.
Does Castana own any erotic literature?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm sure there's a
I'm
few
reading
things
that.
in there.
I'm reading your erotic literature while I'm bedbound. And then I'm like, then I'm gonna like come above deck. I'm like, so this is the smut you've been reading. No wonder your nose is always in these books.
I'll just kind of wave it off and go. Just be like, fine. Be all blah. I guess I'll take care of the boat. Not like I have other things to do or anything.
I hold my finger up as if I'm about to say something to you. And then I just throw up like a bunch of blood over the side of the wipe my mouth. Pick up the erotic literature novel and head back to my car.
All
That's
right.
right. It's a novel about erotic literature. The main character is an author of erotic literature. This book sounded good.
That's creepy. Yeah, okay. So unless anybody else has anything particular to work on, after about 9 or so days of sailing, um, you hear from the crow's nest. Uh, Ship
Land of
spotted!
ship
Ship
ahoy!
spotted! Ding, 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 ding. And yeah, the crew slowly begins stirring up and getting to their duties.
I'll finish my chapter and then get above deck.
I'll pull out the eye thingy, whatever that's called, and take a look to see if I can't see what flag it's flying.
You actually see 4 ships, and they are all flying trail flags.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
we're flying the same flag, right?
Yeah, we've also got a pretty distinctive boat that I think they've been hunting for.
Yeah.
I mean, the only safe path is through the port, though. These are crusaders. They might not actually put 2 and 2 together.
It's the Tuscans that are crusading, right?
It is.
Yeah. Trails, the East Indias. She got a pretty good roll. Can she see if any of them's that boat?
That boat?
Oh no, did that boat sink? Prickintosh's boat.
We don't know.
What's his name? We found a Bitterrit, didn't we? A Bitter's
Yeah.
boat.
Somebody just synced a bunch of shit.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have stopped to finish my chapter. Have we got any way to evade them?
At this point, skies are pretty clear, but they don't seem to be altering course.
And they headed for us.
No, no, they are
Oh,
actually. There's like they're spread across the horizon, and they're kind of sailing a line. Like they've kind of got
don't like that.
a line set up like that, and they're kind of just sailing all back and forth style.
I think we should try go around them. May add a day to the journey, but better than being sank by 4 frigates.
Not 4 frigates. There are 4 different classes of ship.
Okay.
So there's like there's a sloop in there. It's slightly bigger than you. There's a frigate for sure. There's a brig and a galleon.
Definitely want to avoid them. Probably 100 guns on that galleon.
So how are you choosing to avoid them?
Which direction are they sailing? West or east?
They seem to be crisscrossing. So some west, some east.
There's a naval strategy roll for you. I succeeded by 3. I think this is usually secretly opposed by.
So from what you are seeing, let me roll real quick. Yeah. So from what you are seeing, it looks like they've blockaded.
Oh, perfect. Aye, great. Lovely. This should be.
So like you feel pretty confident that like sailing around the island, you're just gonna kind of keep running into them like until you get all the way around the island.
I think my suggestion in this case might be to approach, make as if we're requesting information. We'll go for that sloop, the smallest one. And then, as soon as they're heading for us, we'll brake for it, use the speed to get to land, maybe try and find a cove to land in.
And
Get the charts up, see if you can find anything. Safest place to land that may not be a port on that island.
the whole point of that port is there's really no other safe place to land, right?
I mean, it's mostly just beaches. The problem is, as soon as you land, you've now got to cross a desert.
Desert, yeah, uncharted desert, no paths.
Port is his only option, really.
Why don't we try just... I mean, I know it's a blockade, but let's just float through like we're supposed to be here, and if we get into trouble, do our thing. At this point, I point to the crew. We aren't ready for a fight. You barely got out of bed.
Mm-hmm. I'd still like to try and time it so that the ship closest to us as we pass in is the sloop.
I mean, yeah, let's play it smart, but at the same time, let's just...
And then, yeah, just any way we can get speed on them to go straight through.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me some seamanship.
Will you take ship handling?
Yes, that.
Crit! Oh, I forgot about the handling bonus again. Not
Okay.
Is it faster with the critical?
Not a critical.
handling bonus is -3, so it were 6 versus.
What a great bonus.
I mean, that's not bad considering the way most of these ships handle. Okay, yeah, so you do manage to time it to where that sloop is the only thing close. The other ships are a good 10, 15 minutes out.
Nice.
So what are you're going head held high, just like you own the damn place style?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we're supposed to be here.
No communication flags or anything, just sail straight past. preferably behind them
Okay.
rather than in front.
So as you are approaching, I assume you've got people looking at their ship.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so flags do start coming out, and they are requesting that you stop and or state your purpose and slow down. Well,
What
stop.
do you say? Supplies? Or wait, all stop. You said slow down.
No, they say state your business and to stop.
What's the word, Ma? It's
I'd say throw up any old flag and slow down ever so slightly.
I will put up a medical need flag.
We have the plague.
Like,
Sick
yeah.
crew.
Like pretty much the plague flag, medical attention.
That'd be really easy to
To
pretend
sell.
to be if they do come aboard as
Okay. Well, unsurprisingly, they do change heading, and they are now headed on an intercept course for you.
Are we running the blockade?
Deadly,
Or are we trying to
contagious
sell this?
people. Let's go.
Well, all they know is that you need medical aid.
They don't
There's
think
no
people
no specific
on the
one for
plague
like
ship can cut their hair.
contagious.
Too many
I
I think at this
flags.
tech level, doctors will just tell you it's ghosts.
I say we slow down and yell up at them about sickness.
I'm agreeing that we should slow down, almost come to a complete stop. But then I think at the most opportune moment, we should go full sail ahead as they're at their most numbnuts moment.
Maybe we could try to talk this out without them boarding. And we could still do that. Like if they're getting ready to, set up bridges and board and stuff, then we could bail. But if we could get away with this by yelling at each other across our bows.
Yeah, I'm in favor of that. As long as we get all the cannons loaded and on one side of the ship and cover.
Yeah.
And make sure they approach that side.
That sounds good. Let's do that.
Are you loading with any special kind of shot?
Oh yeah, we absolutely should.
Take out their masts. Chain
Yeah,
shot.
chain shot in every gun, I think.
Just have them pointing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at that range, it really won't take any aiming if they just pointed up.
Okay.
Would you like a gunnery from me or a leadership?
A gunnery from whoever's commanding the gun crews. Intelligence gunnery.
That's not me. I'm gonna have to bullshit my way through the situation by yelling at them.
My gunner for cannons is at 13 when it's IQ based. Can anyone beat that?
Mine is at 10 when based on IQ.
Which skill you said?
Gunnery.
Gunner cannon.
IQ.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're below deck getting the cannons ready, Luke. I'll bullshit our way through this.
Cannons are on deck.
Oh.
Ooh, you barely snuggled it.
But there's a gunner cannon IQ based.
And that was with a bonus for being bedridden.
Damn. All right, yeah. Guns are all set up. Just have to open the ports.
Well, pull the tarps off the spare sailcloth that we've got piled up.
Oh, okay. I see. Yes, but you are ready. What side of the ship? They would have been approaching from port.
It's in the port side.
Yeah, get all the guns to the port side.
Oh, and you're doing all the guns.
Mm-hmm. It might be a bit of a challenge. They'll probably have to be slightly staggered so that we don't tip the boat much. Move cargo below to the other side.
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right, but when we get close enough, I'm gonna yell at them.
Actually, as they start approaching, uh, you definitely see a stop flag come down again. Like you are being under no terms, no uncertain terms. You are being told to stop.
Raise sails. Keep anchor aboard. Do not drop anchor.
All right, so don't drop anchor, but stop. Quote unquote stop.
Yeah, we're bobbing around a bit, most likely.
Okay, so yeah, the sails start coming up and they start approaching you.
All right. When I get into shouting range, I will actually shout to them, "Ahoy!
Hoy! You are not supposed to be here.
We are
Turn your
seeking."
ship around now and sail to the nearest medical facility in Trael.
That's thousands
Sir,
of kilometers away.
where
I
where is
don't
this
say that.
actually happening? Where we are? Or could you move us to
Uh,
the correct spot where this is happening?
yeah, give me just a second. You're like 2 days out, so right about there.
Sir, that's not an option. Our crew is desperately ill and needs medical attention immediately.
My orders are that no ship shall pass. Turn around and seek aid in Tuska if you must.
You are willing to let the what do you call it? Lives of how many do we have on board?
40-ish. I could give you an exact number. 40 exactly.
40 men die this day.
I am not.
Can I roll a fast talk or something?
Sure.
By 5? And what were you saying there, Jared?
Costana, perhaps you could convince him, if this is a blockade, that if they do not want to help them, they should send us there that we can cause an epidemic.
I'll keep that in mind.
You managed to trip him up. He's silent for just a second. And then he yells back at you, "My orders are to let no ship pass.
You are
Turn
still a human.
around."
You are still a human being, sir. Have the humanity. We're just simple folk trying to survive.
Uh,
Acting.
I'm like hiding under the sailcloth with a bunch of gunners, and we're all just like grinding his teeth. We've like got his fuses.
yeah, at this point they're starting to come up alongside. and he doesn't have to yell quite as loud. And he starts yelling, "My orders are to let no ship pass. If you do not turn around, I shall be forced to open fire."
Well, sir, what is the harm in letting a small ship of 40 through here to a community that you're itself crusading against? We're just sick folk here. Heck, we might, if we go back to Tuscan, we might even spread what we have.
He actually winds up turning around and starts giving commands.
All right, fuck him. Blow that shit out, Mom.
Yar! Thank ye, daughter.
You had a chance. Fire! Drop the sails!
All right, yeah. Sails begin to drop. That's what, 8 guns?
8 guns. I should have included all the modifiers really, because there'll be size bonus of the other ship, minus its mast to hit.
Range penalties and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are, for all intents and purposes, they're the same size as you.
Boop 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 boop. 7.
Okay, so that's a +7. They are like they were preparing to board you, so they're knife fight range, so 20 meters tops.
Nice.
The penalty for the mast is somewhere on this page around 460.
I think it's -3, maybe, same as like a limb, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
-6 for the distance.
Thank you. Ooh, we might have just hit. If it's -3, we've won.
By 1. Nice. They don't really.
Then there's looks like brain damage shot one too.
Yeah.
Shot a row.
Oh, sick.
Nice. Yeah, you fire those guns and wind up taking down their masts.
And we just went full sail with the wind in our favor.
Yeah,
I'll run immediately to the helm after touching them fuses.
before the sails come down, though, they do wind up getting a volley off themselves. And they were shooting low. Like they were shooting to sink ya.
Scumwads,
So
bring it. I'm gonna
they've
dodge.
got 8 guns. So this is ROF 8. So +1, -6. Boom. Oh, you guys got lucky. They only hit with 1 ball. That was a really shitty roll. And a 9-pounder was 60 times 4. All right, so that one maul deals 112, and that'll be to the body of the ship.
DR is 5. HP is 156.
DR is just 5?
Yeah, wood DR.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, most ships only have a DR of like nothing.
Yeah, there's a big ass hole, like just
You
below
would
the waterline
think
of
they
your
have more.
ship.
That takes down to 49 HP. So just under a third.
Yeah. Where is the rules for that? Shit.
I've
I
not
was
got books open like a
just
loser.
looking at them.
Brain damage. You forgot to roll the damage on the ship. On their ship, by the way.
I don't know how much.
Luke, would you roll another one then?
Oh, it's 66 times 4 cutting when it's chain shot. And you need to do a third of their HP and damage to cripple a mast. And if it's a sloop, they probably only add the one mast.
Yes, their
So,
their mast is very, very gone.
article.
Campaigns book. Why did I close it? Well, in the interest of keeping this moving, I'm sorry. Yes, your ship is now taking on water.
Oh, I might have been able to dodge that.
Oh, really?
It says a vehicle's operator may maneuver evasively to avoid attacks, but it's your call. I would also say that, seeing as no one were at the helm at that moment
Yeah,
other
at
than
that
Armando.
very moment, you were currently,
Yeah, that's
telling
very
them
fair.
to
I mean,
shoot.
our one guy was at the helm.
It'd be rolling against like a 7, but you could get a go. I can't remember what his ship handling is, but it's half plus.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Half plus handling. So it's half his ship handling minus 3.
yeah, he does not make
Just
it.
roll 3d6 and see if
He,
it's close enough.
he rolled a 13.
Nowhere near.
It is not close enough.
No. No, it is not.
Isn't taking on water technically once you get below 0?
It counts as bleeding while we're leaking.
Okay.
Yeah, we could easily be leaking. We need a crewman roll to patch the hole. I think
We better hope some
we're
sharks don't come and eat us.
at half move. Just because of the vehicle's HP. Like, I think it'll work like that, same as a human would.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, now you got a bunch of water sloshing in your ship.
Well, what are ships but large humans?
Right?
I mean,
So,
Brain
you
damage, Grog! Get down there and lead the crew to fix that hole!
Yeah, when damage is brushing down.
Oh, I wonder if a crewman roll does like 1d6 in healing as well to the ship.
First aid.
Oh, Grog fired. Out of the cannon.
Grog, you make the hole bigger.
I think he just is doing that thing where it's like water shooting in his face. He's like,
Yeah, so also as the cannons fire, Shortly afterwards, you start hearing from the crow's nest, Captain, other ships are on their way here.
Get the other half of the guns on the other side. Get them back. Start loading up immediately.
Aye, that. I'm dying over here. Grog gargling just killed me as I went impaling. So yeah, I saw him like walk in, big hole. It just shoots directly into his mouth like a fucking carnival clown balloon. While brain damage walks in front and starts hammering.
It's just like
Try not to swallow too much salt water, Grog.
Not your peg leg, Grog. Your peg leg is not good to plug these holes.
Too small. Too small.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it takes a while to get this hole plugged. It's a sizable hole. And yes, shortly thereafter, you've got two more ships bearing down on you, and that they are much bigger.
well, even with our lower speed, are we able to outrun them?
You would judge no.
Do we really have such a lower speed?
Yeah, I would be interested to look that up.
I'm in it now. It doesn't actually say that it does. I was just assuming.
Oh, where is that?
Vehicle combat's around 468 to 470.
Was in the right place.
But I think it'll be a bit higher up for like what actually happens to a vehicle when it's losing health. I'm not sure.
Where were we headed?
Hull below waterline.
Is that an actual location on the hit location table?
Where is this fucking table again?
No, we're hit body. Basic 550.
550.
It would roll HT to not have its move if we sustained a major wound. If we're powered.
Okay. Ooh. Oh right, yes, because we're wind powered, so it presumably won't make any difference.
Oh, okay.
So we're still
Maybe
the
just
speedy,
Yeah.
but we're
so yeah, full speed ahead and get ready to start dodging if they start shooting.
Okay, yeah. You guys take off. Start heading inland.
I take all out defense dodge maneuvers.
Just for the next 2 days.
We should get there in about 16 hours.
Okay.
But for the next 16 hours, I will be taking all out defense dodge maneuvers until I pass out.
Okay. Yes. You guys. As you're sailing, the ships are behind you, and they're not gonna let you forget it. They're shooting a couple of guns off the front each.
We should have had Inga follow us. She could be causing a great distraction in about 12 hours.
she would be still days out.
Yeah, you're right.
But you do
Yeah,
manage
but doesn't
to.
Inga have a giant cannon that can shoot very far?
Not hundreds of kilometers, I don't think.
That's a couple TLs off.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, I
let's,
see we
let's revisit this at TL8.
we get past the blockade line.
Yeah, you guys are past the blockade line, but there are ships following you now. You guys are outpacing them, not by a whole lot, but their cannonballs are coming up short. But for the next 16 hours, lots of cannonballs.
During one point in that 16-hour period, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna look at the water dragon and go, "Hey, listen." No, Ever, we can't hear you. Listen. We're so close to getting you guys back home. Do you mind, like, taking care of those guys chasing us? It'd help a lot.
Talk to the statues.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. At this point, it begins glowing purple.
Nani? Purple. Pimp.
The
Pimpin'.
water one.
All four of them.
Nice. I'm gonna yell up at you if you're driving. Mom, we might see some craziness happening. Be careful.
I shift down a gear and put my foot on the gas.
um, about 5-6 minutes later, you hear that bell going off again. Captain! Captain!
Hi.
Rogue wave!
Nani?
From which direction? Behind us or in front of us?
To the side.
Oh, I'm gonna start turning towards it immediately. No, I'm gonna climb that thing. We will not be capsized. How high is it? 10,000 meters?
Yes.
20,000?
Yes, there's a black hole that just formed, and it is currently making
We can hear you now.
massive tide.
Okay.
Hey, Abbott. Welcome back.
Yeah. I think the microphone got a little disconnection.
We're about to die.
I hear. I hear.
Yeah, so this wave is like 100 feet high, or 100 meters high. Like this thing
100 meters?
is enormous.
We're gonna die.
It's like a tsunami, yo.
It is like a tsunami, yo.
Do we tie ourselves to the ship?
Tie yourselves to your loved ones.
And yeah, as it's coming, you can see the other two ships. They start turning into it as well. And yes, it is.
Oh no, they're turning into waves.
Bro, we're all turning into waves.
So,
Okay. A tsunami is technically considered 10 meters.
So 100 meters sounds about right for a fantasy campaign.
Yeah.
yes.
What is it?
Large waves are a thing. Tsunamis are a different thing that has very, very small crests out at sea.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a magical rogue wave
Separate
that's
from the
coming.
concept of rogue waves.
Okay, 100 meters is when I'm just looking at the acceptable, or what not acceptable, but the recorded heights.
I am surprised somebody has the ability to measure those things as they're coming to you.
Well, you take a picture and then figure it out later.
Measure the screaming person in the picture against.
I mean, that sounds heartless, but yeah, kinda. But
this is awesome. Honestly, I'm loving it. Yeah.
it
Yarr.
This would technically, I think, be considered a mega tsunami.
yes, this thing
Awesome.
is enormous. Everybody, give me a perception.
I'm getting to it. Sorry.
Vision or just regular perception?
Just perception.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They're the same one. How do I even ask?
I failed by a lot. I'm just like, I'm in the zone right now. I've got my hat off. I'm like waving it around.
So everybody who succeeded, you see like in the wave, there's like a purple glow, and it's almost in the form of a dragon.
Mom, right there, that way.
Aye. Spin the wheel.
Um,
This is how we die. This is our end.
yeah. So eventually, where were you spinning the wheel to? Out of curiosity.
Wherever Costana pointed.
The
I'm
dragon.
hoping it's
Oh,
into the
I mean,
dragons more.
like this particular. I'm sorry. This like green drag or the purple dragon glow that you see, like it is faint, and it is like across the whole thing.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like a spot in the thing where it's like
No.
it's a fire zone. Okay, never mind.
No. This is like it's obviously being formed by like the magic of this dragon.
Yeah.
And eventually it hits. So it hits the two ships, and it's like it gets those just dead center. Um,
Oh,
Huge wave. You guys don't have it quite so bad. You get the corner of it. So go ahead and give me a ship
Piloting and a
handling.
bunch of ship handle and a bunch of
Yeah, and a bunch of like crewmen.
Any penalty in addition to handling?
Yeah, for the turbulence, a -2.
Go on, Mass.
10.
Go on. Failure by 1. Stability rating is 4.
Ho ho ho!
So we probably like go over that thing and like list 200 degrees or something in the pro.
Yeah, you guys.
I made mine by 10. Z failed his by 2. What about the rest of you all?
If anyone's in the crow's nest, they are now lost at sea.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah, you've lost a couple of crew members on this. Yeah, your ship goes up, it hits that wave, and then it lists hard to port and comes crashing back down. You can almost hear the splintering from the strain of the maneuver, like
Oh yeah.
throughout the ship. Um, it just took a mighty blow. Many of the support beams are now cracked and splintered and groaning, and it's ugly. But you're still
The keel.
afloat.
The keel's splintered.
Yes.
No! I'll scream. Tears roll down my eyes as I hear the keel splinter.
But she's sailing still. She's still floating.
I bet she's dead. She's dead.
Did my crewmen save anyone?
Yeah, you grabbed a couple of people.
Or more likely yelled at them to tie down at just the precise time or whatever.
I think more like that was like you tied a rope around something, and that managed to be a secure handhold.
Could I try?
Yeah.
Seamanship? Maybe this time I won't fail.
Hey!
Who knows?
Yep. Actually, Castana managed to save brain damage as well with her incredible roll. Like, as you were about to fall over the side, a little dangle of rope was just like right in your face from the rope that she tied. So you're no longer dead.
Yay!
Yup.
What about you, Sanyo? How'd you do?
Well, what should I roll?
Crewman seaman.
Or whatever you want to justify. Acrobatics to not die while everything's getting shuffled around in your cabin.
I should probably actually roll something to make sure I don't just fly off the ship as we crest.
That's a damn good point.
Can I give you boating unpowered or boating sail?
Yeah. Yeah, to grab onto something. There you go.
Ooh.
Yep. You catch it.
I do a backflip over the helm,
and fail.
land on my face.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
if I
don't
had all my foot.
you don't fall off the ship, but you do in fact find yourself pinned against one of the railings.
Maybe some damage for those who failed.
Shit, brain damage. You
I-
jump up into the masts and
I cartwheel up that rope.
Like grab the guy falling off the crow's nest, swinging off the rope.
shh. Nice. Now we're swashbuckling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, your ship is now definitely got problems.
Mhm.
And I assume you're sailing into port.
Are they all
Mhm.
dead behind us?
You don't see anybody.
Okay.
All right. So, you are sailing into San Alma.
As we're approaching San Alma, this ship is KO, right?
I mean,
Can we repair it?
Am I the only person that's seen One Piece? Like a lot of One Piece?
I think so.
I think I am. I'm gonna make myself cry thinking about it.
Ah, I think I
When
know what scene you mean.
Yep, when the first boat goes.
While Mom's standing in the corner crying, I'm gonna be like, "All right, this ship is not salvageable. Men, get the provisions ready. Get everyone's shares off."
I'm like at the bottom below the hold, looking over the keel and all the cracks in it, and yeah, I'm just sobbing uncontrollably, weeping,
Grab the statue.
bashing my fist against.
Sanyo, yeah, get the statues. You and you get my books.
oh my god. There's a couple of people who now hate you.
Grug is gonna try and get everybody focused on. You heard it, lads. Come on, let's get a move on. There's a lot to move, and help up bringing up all the boxes and the barrels and everything.
Oh, by the way, we ditched the lady at that island.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Pretty sure, like, there's a coincidence in that we didn't see her after the night that Grog made that really tasty pie with a grape.
No, she was not the pie. I'm sure.
I think we just ditched her at that
I
island.
agree with
Tortuga.
Tara. Grog never brought her up at any point since.
Since the pie.
Almost when he got her.
Wait, no. The pie was before the issue at the store, so she's still alive.
Is she though? Is she?
I like to think so.
Conspiracy theory.
He likes to think she lives in all of us.
That's terrible.
All right, but I will throw up some flags for like, because are we actively going down, or will we be able to get into port? Okay.
I mean, the boat is all right, but like a small wave would probably sink us now.
Yeah.
I will.
You're not Jack Sparrowing into port.
Nonetheless, I will put up a our emergency flag and change from what we're flying to what's more acceptable around these parts.
Trail. Not
Trail.
trail.
Okay.
Tuska.
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 Like this is a Tuscan port.
Yeah. I throw up a Tuscan flag.
What's Trail doing blockading Al-Shakak? What is going on? Not that I care. I'm crying below deck.
Actually, Armando says, I think I might be able to help.
Oh, go ahead and tell Mom, because I'm barking orders at people.
Oh, yeah. Armando comes downstairs, Annabelle,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't really say anything quite yet. He just comes downstairs and, just puts a hand up on your shoulder.
I'm standing. I'm like, aye.
We are, coming into port, Captain.
Aye.
Is a Tuscan port. I think I might
You
be able
take
to
the
help.
lead. Aye. I have business down here. Make sure all the crew and stores get off safely.
Aye, ma'am. And then, yeah, he pops back upstairs and comes up to you, Castana, and says, let me do the talking here.
Have at it. I'm fixed. I'm getting ready to abandon ship at the port. You have at it.
And then, yeah, he waves over a couple of the Tuscans.
Ooh, I forgot to ask. Did my parrot is alive or did we lost at sea?
He was downstairs. He was in the galley.
Charco, you made it! Ah, Captain.
Chuck.
Who wouldn't say Yoli Cracker? He's just gonna feed him some hardtack biscuit as he keeps unloading stuff.
Okay. And yeah, Armando waves a couple of Tuscans over, and he they start doing a bit of flag work, and eventually turns around and says, "Aye, we have a dock. It's at the end over here."
There's my leadership check, by the way. Thank you, my good sir.
Yeah, he'll guide you into dock. You do notice that there are a couple of trail ships docked in here. One here and one here.
Let's hope the others didn't radio ahead, yeah.
If somebody wants to give me a heraldry.
No such skill.
Oh, what's that default to? So anyone got that? Oh, well, he's got it.
Yeah, it's flying the crest of your friends, the Harcours.
We've been beaten here. We must be careful. We must purchase camels and get out of this city.
There's something
Annabelle succeeded on her roll to sob.
Yeah,
By
she
four.
did.
I probably got a bonus.
So at times like this, this is pretty much a disband the crew moment. Am I correct?
Well, I think the crew want to be decursed, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crew is
Yeah.
more than the ship.
and yeah, it'd be super easy for us to get a new ship once we
Okay.
The
decurse.
real crew is the friends we made along the way. And the
Nakama
booty
means family.
and
Alright.
the curse.
But as we're floating in and Mother's too
Whatever,
bothered
Vin
sobbing,
Diesel.
Mother's too bothered sobbing, I'll gather everyone up and be like, all right, after that shot from the cannon and the tsunami, she's broken. We're going to have to
Well,
cure
you the
this
one telling us this. Where the captain at?
below deck.
A fine ship it was.
This
I wouldn't
has
be
been her
surprised
fate
if some of the
for-
older crew were women grieving.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah. Now that I think
This-
about it, there are a number of crew below deck with you.
this has been her ship her entire life. Give her a damn moment to grieve, would ya?
That guy looks down and is very ashamed of himself.
Yeah, you fucker. Oh, I hope the sandworms get him.
Now, we have all the stones and the skull, and we have the location of where we're supposed to be heading. That said, if what Sanyo says is correct, our enemies have beaten us here, and we're weary. So we have to be very vigilant and very careful in the preceding days. Now, as usual, this is not. This is your choice to do what you want. But I know I am going to be heading up through the desert to our final location. Those of you who wish to stay in town may do so. Hopefully the curse will be lifted from that distance. But those of you who wish to come with are welcome.
Everybody steps forward.
Good. Now, we don't want to be coming off this ship like a bunch of scallywags. We need to, like I said, be careful. Watch your mouths and play your cards close to the chest. I don't want anyone blabbing about our adventures on the high seas while we're trying to get camels and get ourselves caught. Is that understood?
I
I'll give a nod and say, we have a lot of work to do. And not much time to do it. So be on with you. You have jobs.
Yep. Everybody hops too. Although a lot of them, once you're unpacked, like everybody's like, "Great, now what?"
So, does everything get loaded off the ship and onto the dock? Everything, feasible.
Yeah. You guys
Perfect.
make pretty quick work of it.
This is. You said this was Tuscan land, right?
Under Tuscan control.
Oh, okay.
It's Alshakak.
Not the
These
same.
walls, who built the walls around this city? Like, how old are they?
These are Tuscan. They're like 100 years old.
Okay. We need to give the ship a proper sending off. I'm holding a torch out and I'm looking at brain damage as I step off the ship and untie the rope, and you see that it
Mother?
starts sailing away.
We might not want to cause a whole lot of attention to ourselves.
You got any of them fire arrows left there, brain damage?
I
Plenty of powder on deck. And yeah, I'm the last person off the boat, and as I'm tying that note, you'll see that the sails are like up and stuff, and it's floating.
I do that thing where I grab underneath my eyes and pull my eyelids down, just like, oh!
I hold the
Back to
torch out for you to light your fire arrow.
Grog pats on Costana's shoulder and says, "Well, that took longer than I thought it would."
That was lumber we could have sold.
Don't worry, all will be well, little captain. Let the sea lady rest.
And I did forget to mention during all this, as you docked, a dock master came up and talked to Armando. And Armando was like, "Yeah, we're probably just gonna scuttle this ship." Um, so at this point, Armando, comes up to you, Annabelle, and says, "I was able to work it out." That was wrong accent.
Wrong accent.
Yeah, he says, I was able to work it out with the harbor master. I got us a place to store our stuff in one of these warehouses at a
All right.
at a fair price.
Also, before she goes absolutely crazy, I'm gonna have and burn all of the useful things. I'm also gonna have them like take down all but one of the like masts, so we can sell it and stuff like that. If she plans to
That's fair
scuttle
enough.
things,
We had a lot of cannons and what have you.
yeah, like
that are-
we're not. If you want to scuttle this thing, go
Like,
ahead. I'm taking
I
everything.
doubt
useful
bits of the
off it.
boat are that valuable.
Yeah, honestly, they really aren't.
Cannons, I know.
And we
Like
might
the
run into trouble if you start trying to take bits off my boat as I'm trying to bury it.
But like the cannons, yeah, you could totally get the cannons and
Yeah, that
Sailcloth.
went outside with the cargo.
That's what I meant.
But-
Sailcloth and the cannons.
Yeah, there should be nothing but wood inside that ship.
I would have left a couple of tons of powder on deck.
Why?
give her a proper send off.
And now we need to run away.
Yeah. So as you're
I'm just stood dockside, hat over chest.
actually, yeah, as you're letting it sail, the entire crew is standing with you. Everybody's got a hat over their heart, that kind of thing. And it sails off and away from the harbor,
Burning as it goes.
burning as it goes. And yeah, eventually one of the powder kegs goes, and all the powder kegs goes, and takes 10 minutes, but eventually your ship is underwater.
Put my hat back on. Turn around. Right then, let's get this fucking done, shall we? No point moping.
I eye that ship that Sanyo's old buddy is on and just kind of like smile as we start walking into town.
Okay, yeah, so your pirate crew gets to work on storing all your stuff in that warehouse. And then you guys are walking into town.
Yep.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. So yeah, it's a walled desert town. It's fairly busy. This is a harbor town. This is where all of the trade and commerce comes through. So it's very, very, very occupied. A lot of Tuscan military types.
Foreign Legion types.
Yeah, all around. Crusaders, lots of holy symbols, that kind of stuff. There is, as you walk into town, you're walking into the bazaar. and it's very full of people. Anyone
Social
from
distancing.
there's a lot of Tuskens in here, but there's also a lot of Al-Shakak, and you even see some trail civilians around. You also happen to notice an intermittent couple of trail sailors, but they look like they're mostly on leave.
I take my fan hat and start wafting myself because I'm sure it is roasting.
Yeah, it is very warm here.
You do what now?
Fanning myself with me fan. Fwerp.
Oh, take your fan out.
Yeah,
What did
because
you
me
mix
fanny's
fan up
all.
for? Oh,
Fanny.
I fan
oh,
my fan.
right, because in England the fanny's the front part.
In England, everything's the front part.
What? What's on the market? Just normal trade and foodstuffs?
Probably all sorts of weird
Yeah,
nonsense.
yeah,
You got a
it's
lizard on a stick.
yep, AK-47s, that kind of thing.
I'll take a couple of them.
I'm going to look for a caravan on the DL.
Someone keep your eye on my girl, please. I've already lost.
Aye, Captain. I'll try to keep up her pace. And he'll.
Yeah, so Castana, you're wandering for a good while, and eventually you.
By the way, I speak Al-Shakik native.
Okay, yeah, you find a group of people in like setting up a caravan in like a back alley. They're like closing down their little stall, but the way you approach it, you could tell that they had the front stall, and then they had the back room style. Yes, come to my office. And they're packing up and getting ready to go.
Friends!
Everything stops. Can we help you, little girl?
Fine morning to you all. My name is Kostana, and I am looking to head, what was the town we needed to get to?
You don't know. You don't have a whole lot of maps on this area.
North, I think, is what we know.
To the, because we had the diary. Is there like an ancient city name or anything along those lines in the diary?
No, there is not. It was only ever referred to as a temple at the north.
We're looking to get as far north as we can, and hoping to do that on maybe the more less attention grabbing side. And I was wondering if you gentlemen or if you know of anyone that might be able to help us in this endeavor.
You're very funny, little girl. And then he hands you like a piece of rock candy and just says, "No, please, we are very busy. Leave us be."
And I have coin to back up my words, my good sir. This is no joke.
Whatever your parents did that makes you wish to run away, we are not the ones to help you. Go, child.
My mother's here with me. I'm here in the diplomat. I'm here as a liaise.
I'll believe you when you bring your mother.
Grog, would you give them, Mom?
I could get them to sell them to you, my lady. Just
We're not
let
selling
Grog.
anything. No, we're getting
Also, it's
Mom.
only Castana there, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, Grog was with me.
Yeah, Grog is with him.
Oh,
If so, maybe Grog can convince him to actually do what you're asking by politely grabbing him by the neck and lifting him up.
Grog is going to get murdered in his sleep tonight.
He is really gonna get murdered. I do in because you only speak Tuscan, right? Or Trail.
Grog.
Me or him? Oh, Tuscan.
You speak Tuscan, not Trail. Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, because he's supposed to be the one that it's more like Spain.
Okay, but in Tuscan, I will say like, Grog, would you get Mother?
All right. And he will just put him down and go get the
Oh,
Oh, did you
no.
pick him up?
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was before or
Did-
after you said.
Did you pick him up?
Because all I said was you heard me speaking El Shakek, and then the guys laugh at me, and then I say, "Would you go get Mother?" in Tuscan.
Because I pretty much like to do something to them, but yeah, better not get murdered. I'll just go get the captain. Cap,
Yar.
you need it.
I'll stop looking at the lizards.
On sticks.
Brain damage, look at this. It's your fear, but it's been vanquished, and I'm like nibbling on a lizard on a stick. And I'm waving at him, brain damage is It's quite delicious, actually. And then I like bite its head off. Oh,
I throw up a bit in my mouth.
the
Good
bones are
thing
crunchy.
Xiao can't hear this.
Xiao couldn't comprehend it. We could talk about eating her all day, and she would just be sitting there going, "I'm a lizard."
When I tell the cats it's food time, sometimes I like to tell them it's poo time, and they get just as excited for poo as they do for food.
You're very mature.
I am.
As
I am a grown adult. Hey, daughter.
Here's my mother. I say in El Shakek.
I tip the hat.
you know what? Give me a second.
How many are the total? I'm just gauging whether or not I might direct Grog to lift one by the throat. No, that'd be a hate crime.
No, he has a name.
What is the deal you are attempting to get, Costana?
Oh, all of a sudden Sanyo shows up too.
Yeah, we would have all showed up. I think we were just
Okay.
milling around the marketplace, teasing brain damage with lizards.
I'm looking to get a carrot to join a already established caravan, so we're not as noticeable going north.
You think there would be a caravan to a seemingly abandoned temple?
Well, at least get us further north. They don't have to get the entire way there, Sanyo.
We have too many men. We require too much food. We have little to offer. It is best if we do as we initially established, back when we were first cursed, and send just a small party on a few camels with a couple weeks of supplies.
I agree with that, but I'm trying to make myself as
We
noticeable
can
as
disguise
possible.
ourselves as Al-Shakek, so that we are not accosted.
Girl, is this your mother?
Yes.
Oh, you are a very fine-looking woman.
Does he say that in a language, a common language?
Al-Shakek.
Okay.
They say you're pretty.
Aye. Very flattering. Flattery will get them everywhere, you can tell.
Thank you.
So it must be your father who's Al-Shakek girl.
Indeed.
Oh, I can see what he saw in this one. You can see
You
he's...
misunderstand. You misunderstand. Sonya will back away.
Oh, he is not my dad.
He looks over at you, Sanyo, and like raises an eye, and then he looks back at Castana, and he cocks his head, and he looks back at you.
How
And
come this fucker's being racist? He's of this race.
he he just like smiles and nods. And so your daughter says you need transport to the north.
I translate verbatim.
Aye, we do. Perhaps just for 10 of us at most, I'd think.
Translating.
Yeah.
The quickest available.
Oh, I don't know that I could move 10 people. And why would you want to be going north anyway? There's nothing there.
That is our business, good sir. But if you don't want the coin, we could always move our business elsewhere.
No. I do like coin. It would be quite a bit of coin for what you are asking.
Tell him about the guns. The guns are worth a lot of money, girl.
Which guns?
The cannons.
Are
We've
we?
got 8 of them.
How much to move 10 of us?
Well, that depends. Would you be riding on horsebacks, or do I have to hide you?
I'll look at Sanyo for that. I don't know. Are we gonna need to be hidden?
Testing.
Yep.
There you are.
Hello.
Are we gonna need to be hidden? Was the last thing I heard.
Yeah, that
Yep.
was a question I was asking you because you're the one who knows your psychopathic friend.
Oh, I thought you were talking to the merchant.
No, you.
Could you re-say the stuff before the question? Then I'm not quite getting the question.
I think they're asking. I'm not sure why you're being asked. I think it's related
Because
to your
because
enemy.
isn't your enemy, your buddy who tried to murder you at the town or at the mansion and is now at this port because wasn't that his ship that was at port?
Yeah.
It was one of his.
So yeah, are we gonna need to be hidden from your buddy there, Sanyo?
I do not see why, if we are dressed appropriately.
Seems like just
so
on
you'll be.
horseback.
Besides, he cannot take many men into the desert. We cannot take many men into the desert. It will be a fair fight.
You're very talkative in the background.
Don't feed that thing after
That's both
midnight.
my cat and my girlfriend.
we
To be safe, don't feed either of them after midnight.
we all talk back to cats. Wonder how many of them are just like, what is this fucker talking about?
One of my favorite comics I've ever seen is just like, why do you meow back to your cat? I don't know. It's nice, probably nice for him to speak back, and then it's the cat's point of view, and it's just like airship or airplane, booty, mango.
Blah, 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 blah. I am an astronaut.
Yeah.
I am on fire.
Digestion. Okay. So you translate back, and he just says, "Oh, so you'll need new clothes then? I have but the finest of silks. Come in, see my stock."
No one's seen me in this bitchin' cape since. I'm not taking this bitchin' cape off.
You should ask Samuel to train you in the cloak skill there. I am sure we describe it as the cloak skill.
Yes.
I would be able to allow you to spend 1 point in just 1 week of training.
Come in for the new all-time special.
That's pretty good. I might take you up on that offer.
I will say, they want to sell us silk.
Did he not hear us? We're after transport. Maybe
Yeah.
some cheap clothes.
And Sanyo said we needed hit clothes, and he automatically went into salesman mode. I'll say back to him, don't worry about the clothes. We can handle that. But how much to transport us as far north as you can get?
Tell
And
him.
how far would that be?
Well, maybe don't tell him this, but we've got 4,000 liquid fundage. We've also. I'll whisper it to you. All right, girl. We've got 4,000 liquid fundage. We've got 9,000 worth of cannon shot, and we've got around 6,000's worth of powder left.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
We've still got some of those spices. I don't know what they'll go for here, but we've got like 8K's worth of those. And we still got some of that Shaishi metal left as well, I think.
Yeah, we got like 50 pounds of that left.
So
We do not need them either. We do not need these men. We only need their camels.
I would rather have
In
someone who
Castellon's
knows.
journal describes the path. It is a pilgrimage path.
And I'd rather have someone who knows the land. Have any of us traveled through the desert for any extended periods of time?
Grog probably raises his hand and then puts it back down when we look at him. Brain damage probably has. He's probably done all sorts of crazy shit.
We can
Too bad I don't
find
remember.
a more amenable local. These are greedy merchants. We can find someone with a lower price and a warmer.
But these men will not be in the pocket of the Tuscans.
Are they not already?
Yeah, what kind of business is it that we've come to? And why did you choose this one? I just can't remember.
Street alley merchant.
Yeah, this guy's kind of a shady merchant.
Oh, right. I see it. We're a streetwise check.
Yeah.
Like the perfect kind of scallywag we need not to be our people.
Our people would betray us in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking that.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I'm
This-
stroking my invisible beard a bit.
Yeah, and not to mention that these people would betray us for coin at any moment.
Has this person got camels though? Because like I'm all for just stealing his camels.
Yeah, he's got like a small train of them hauling like 2 wagons, so like 8 camels total.
And again, but the main reason is because these men will know the secret ways up and the trails that are lesser known, where the water stops along the way that won't be crawling with crusaders and people hunting us.
Ask him how much he could make for his train to go north and back. Ask him what's the best he's ever done sending his train all the way north and back
I'll translate.
in terms of
He replies back,
Watch his eyes, girl. Tell me if he's lying.
20,000. Ooh.
By 4?
Your intelligence is 17.
Yep.
Okay. So you just beat him. He's lying.
Would she be able to tell if he's exaggerating or lowballing?
He's
No,
exaggerating.
just that he's lying. Oh, exaggerating. I'll kind of start to give away, and I don't have time for untruthfulness, sir. Let's
Well,
go.
we can match that just with supplies, and we've got guns worth twice that on their own.
I'm not translating that.
That's fine.
But I do wave and say, I don't have time for this kind of nonsense. Either give me a fair price, or we'll be on our way.
He says in Trael, no, tell me about those guns.
God damn it, Mom.
I smile. I'm like, oh. I'm going to need to get a book open because I never wrote the value down anywhere in Roll. Well, I have 8 rather fine guns stored in a secure warehouse.
Don't tell him where. My God, Mom.
Its address is blah blah blah. I don't tell him. I'm getting to the value of the guns.
Listen, we know that was an over-exaggeration. We both know that was an over-exaggeration.
Yeah, they're probably not worth twice that.
I was talking to him. What? We give us a fair price, or we're moving on.
One of those guns is worth twice that. Those guns cost 39k brand new.
Ugh.
Oh my god. He says,
I'll just describe the cannon to him. I don't know if you know much about arms, but it's a 9-pound, 12-inch bore. Truck loaded, fuse timer,
well,
barrel loading.
they are, that is an interesting proposition. Cannons are not much use to anybody inland. So, if you gave me 4 of them, and you bought me a new team of camels and a wagon to haul them, I think you have a deal. I get you as far north as I go.
Ugh. Never mind. Sanyo, you may be right on this one. That's a ludicrous price.
I agree with the girl. 1 cannon would suit you plenty, sir.
Yeah, but the risk I take in selling them, because nobody really wants them, I'd have to hold on to them for so long before I could find the right buyer.
Sanyo will noticeably walk off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave as well.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time.
Wait. Can I interest you in some silks before you go?
I am interested in silks. But no, I think I'm going to walk away.
After we're a bit away, Costana, if you can acquire us just enough camels for a few of us, those of us here, perhaps Armando, if we think he could be useful, a couple others, I can find us a guide, I think.
Kind of narrow my eyes at you and go, I'm trusting you.
And I am trusting you.
Wave my hand a little bit and then walk off. Mom, let's get some camels.
Yar.
Sanyo's gonna walk to a mosque.
A mosque?
After putting on his other clothing.
They may have all been looted.
His,
No, they exist. They're not as opulent as they once were, but in order to, keep the peace, concessions had to be made.
Sanyo's putting on his very fancy al-shikek clothes and walking to a mosque.
I bite my lip as he walks away, and I'm like, oh, I remember what I used to see in that, man. Oh.
What?
Nothing.
If he turns out to be my father, you do realize you're both dead to me.
Your father's dead, girl. Died a long time ago. He was a waste man. Worth nothing. If Sanyu is your father, I'll kill myself.
Ha. Poor Sanyo.
Sorry, you cut off there, Luke? Sanyo.
I said, if Sanyo's your father, I'll kill myself.
Can I try something?
I mean, always.
Yeah.
I think our DNA test out or something.
While we're looking for the camels, I would like to go with that group and see if I can help. I have animal handling. I thought we were gonna bring cattle for some reason. Genius, Grug is genius.
If we'd have had a bigger bow, we'd have definitely had a livestock. We'd have had livestock for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We did have goats for a couple days.
Yeah, Grog made sure to take good care of them and make good cheese.
Yeah, I bet we had some tasty cheese a couple of weeks after that.
And then some tasty, what's goat meat called?
Lamb chops.
Mutton?
Mutton's kind
That's
of like sheep, yeah. I think
Oh.
you just call it goat, curry goat,
Yep.
stew. That's like what the Caribbean places call.
But yeah, I would like to help when you guys get to the camel part. Don't have anything interested in buying anything other than maybe new clothes for Grog.
Yeah,
But
I
not
think
on that guy.
I think let's let Sanyo do his thing first, then we'll go shopping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yep.
headed into a mosque.
Yep. So, yeah, Sanyo, you do find a mosque. It is off towards the end of town, out of sight, out of mind, as it were. So, this building, damn it, right here. Yeah, and you walk in. It's, you can see that it used to be a little more opulent, but now all the tapestries are old and worn and faded, and unattended. The altar at the end that used to have the gold and the statues and all that, they're all missing. The stone is cracked and old and worn and faded. But it is still very much a place of worship. The floor is a big empty floor plan, and the floor is very well polished. And there's a few people in there. One of them looking to be higher up in the clergy.
All right. Sanyo will wait for someone else to enter and see what they do, and then copy them and enter.
Okay, yeah, they go in. They bow before the clergyman and then go off into the room and find a nice quiet place, and they lay out a carpet and kneel and begin to pray.
Okay, and then Sonia will look for a place to kneel. Is this looks
Actually,
like the sort of person who might have gone on a pilgrimage before? They look like they're someone who's really trying to live according to the faith,
yeah, there's a couple of them.
but not a priest.
I mean, everybody in here looks fairly devout. Um, so it's likely that you know everybody has been on a pilgrimage at some point.
Okay, Sonia will go off to one who looks like their hands,
I'm sorry, you had packet loss, so looks
who
blank
has
hands.
calluses on their hands.
Calluses on their hands. Yeah, there's a couple of them. One older guy, one younger guy.
Younger guy.
He's just
Sonia
praying.
will pretend to pray for a couple minutes before talking to the guy.
Okay, yeah, he's just praying.
Hello, my friend. I was wondering if I could get your assistance in a spiritual matter.
He continues praying kind of uninterruptedly, but he does glance at you and then like kind of nods his head back towards the door and says
Packet lost.
oh, sorry.
Keep
He glances over at you and he kind of like nods his head in the direction of the door, like kind of thrusts his chin out in the direction of the door. And all he says is after.
Sonia will continue pretending to pray for a few minutes and then leave. And just loiter outside.
Okay. Yeah. It takes about 20 minutes, but eventually the young man comes out and stands next to you and says, "Oh, my friend, what can I be of assistance with?"
Hello, my friend. Thank you for coming. I am seeking to travel the route of the pilgrims, north.
Not for any divine purposes, it would seem, else you would not have interrupted me
I am
during
in need
prayer.
of a guide.
He does that Spock eyebrow thing.
Vulcan Deathbrow.
I
No,
have
the like
committed
quizzical.
sins and seek to atone for them. For this, I must travel very far north. And I will be for a guide. I have sought you out because you appear to be the sort of man who would help in such a matter.
To help anyone find their spiritual enlightenment, of course. But why? But why would you seek to absolve yourself of sin when you come into a temple and obviously know nothing of the religion?
You are very, very observant. The sin is one against. Are these guys monotheistic or polytheistic or whatever?
Monotheistic.
These sins are against your God, your land. So I must atone to your God and your land.
You are very, mysterious, my friend. Come, let us, let us dine, and we will speak more of this. And
Very well.
yeah, he waves you off or waves you to follow him, and you go to like uh, little,
Shawarma place?
yeah, a little shawarma place, something like that. I was trying to think of something, something kind of on the bazaar actually, and
Kebab. Doner kebab.
yeah, and
Oh,
it's
aye.
it's
Chili and garlic, please.
yep, yep. You
More red cabbage.
stand up, go get whatever you want, go back to your seat. It's really more of a outdoor cafeteria than a restaurant.
Sonia will pay for the man's shawarma or dinner or whatever.
Okay, yeah, he comes. He, you guys wander around. He gets a small selection of food, and you find a table and lay it all out, and he starts pouring a cup of something, and
I am unfamiliar with the pilgrimage route for reasons that you have already noticed. I must travel this route along with a few companions, but we must avoid suspicion. I can do my part to blend in as best I can. Not in a mosque, of course, but outside of one. And we must travel very far. I do not trust a merchant to get us there, for a merchant is concerned primarily about profit.
my friend, it sounds like you seek the Northern Temple. But what could an outsider, kind of interest could an outsider have in that place?
Would you be willing to help me if the matter was indeed concerning the Northern Temple?
Well, say I did believe you. Why, why are you here to help us?
I am here to help myself. Helping myself will help you. So we have a very common goal. And Sonia will slightly roll up his sleeve.
He looks at your arm for a little while, and finally,
And then
like,
quickly roll it back down.
his uh his eyes kind of light up, and he says, "Is that the mark?"
666.
It is a powerful mark. I am sure you recognize it. And I am sure that explains why I wish to go to the Northern Temple.
Well, yes, I have need of a pilgrimage myself. It has been since I was very young that my family last made the journey, but I do know how to get there.
Good, good. Would I then be able to meet you tomorrow morning, that we may depart?
Yes, but I would have to meet your traveling companions before I am to guide you to this place.
I see. For what purpose?
It is a holy place. I still know not that I trust you, but something tells me to take the chance.
Very well. I I will take you to meet the ones who will be traveling with us. I would ask that you in advance forgive the girl. She was raised in a manner.
Well, let's finish and be off.
Have we been
Very
having a
well.
clothes shopping montage?
Yeah.
Grug's gonna buy a monkey.
No.
Oh, well, look at it, little captain. It's so cute.
Put the monkey back.
But I can teach it to pick up things for
No.
us.
Put the monkey back.
Like pockets.
You have a bird. Put the monkey back.
Oh, but it has a little hat.
On the way back. Maybe.
I'll buy you this monkey's paw here, Grog.
Don't think
There's
I
a
can put
bunch of
that in a
warning
soup.
signs.
Not sure if I can put that thing in a soup, Captain. But yeah, maybe on the way back. And I give the monkey back into the guy that has the little machine that goes.
The organ grinder.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you need to find a reasonably priced pack of camels?
At either gate, there is a number of stables.
Okay, so then just a barter.
Yeah, it's pretty much just going and picking one.
Can I help with the animal handlings to tell her, oh, those are the best?
Yeah, if you want to find 10 good steeds, go for it.
I'm not sure we're going to need 10 when I think about it. I'm not even sure if we should subject any of the pirates to this trek or if it should just be us.
Do they need to be there to
Plus
get release
guide.
of the curse, or would they be fine if we just do it?
Oh.
Yeah, we don't really know.
Well, nevertheless, here's my merchant check to Yowza.
Criticals.
Wow, yeah.
What happens when you crit a merchant? Merchant is base 209.
Ugh.
So basically, Grog tells you, yeah, those camels that he's telling you they have no trouble and they're perfect camels, don't buy those. You need to buy these.
Crap, do you mean?
Nothing
I
special
don't
for a
know.
crit. GM
Yeah.
discretion, I'd imagine.
You automatically win the contest.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Adds or subtracts 10% of fair value. So it's 10% off.
Yep.
Unless you want to give us more because of how fucking well I just bartered.
No, it's 10% off, and camels are 1,500 apiece. Minus 10%, so 1,350 apiece.
So we only need 5?
Are there 5 of us? We'll
There
probably
are
want
5
an
of you.
extra one to carry us food.
Probably one for your guide.
So 7?
If we sell the spice, we can afford this with cash we've got on the boat.
With our guide too, it's 9,450.
I've got 3k liquid I can shell up, and then there were 4k in the ship fund, 4.4. So that puts 7.4, and then that spice is worth 2.4 per pound. So 1 pound of spice sold ought to get us these if I spend all that cash.
Well, I mean, yeah. Did we ever split the booty for our last haul?
Yes.
Okay.
Booty, 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 booty all around.
I think I also have a bunch of money on hand.
Brain damage has just been stacking the gold.
Yeah, planning his retirement.
We also have all of that Saishi metal, which we never got a price on.
Well, I shell up 7,400.
Just managed it, yeah.
I think we need like 2 extra.
Yeah, we need
camel for-
9,450. So we need
Yeah,
2,000.
but that's for 7 camels.
Yeah.
But we will probably want more camels for carrying supplies.
Yeah, because we still need to carry the statues and the food.
Well, statues don't weigh much.
But the food will. We'll need to take like a couple of tons of food. Not a couple of tons. There's not 40 years anymore.
All right. Do we need 2 more camels then?
Yeah, I think to be safe.
We're gonna need. Wait, did I do that right? No, I did that completely wrong.
Well, we could get that by just selling one of our cannons.
More than enough by selling a single cannon, if anyone's willing to buy them. And we can sell some of our supplies as well. We're going to need about £500 a week. So 1 ton would do us a month. And we've already got a ton of supplies that we can take. And if we sold the rest, we'd make 5k.
That would make the difference. 7,400 plus 5 is 12. Oh, no, that's not enough. We need 1,000 more.
And then the spices as well, if they're sellable. We've got £2 that'd be worth 5k altogether. So if we can only get a little bit from them, we've got enough.
Do you need another merchant's check to sell that spice?
Nah, you can get it. Flat price.
Full price?
Yeah.
Flat price, no 10% bonus.
I mean, if you want to roll.
I mean, yeah, always roll.
Could be worse for us.
By 8. It's a quick contest versus the other merchant.
I know, it's rolling. Yeah, you get the 10%.
Okay, so we get 5,500 off that.
It'd end up being 5,000. I would exaggerating the value of spice.
Or how much is the spice worth?
2.4 per pound.
And how many?
£2 we had.
So
Can we use this time to also take a quick break, because we haven't taken one yet?
yeah.
That's a damn good
that'd be
point.
nice.
Let's take a break. 5-minute break, everybody.
All right.
We'll be back.
Bye.
And we are back. Our crew is in the process of getting their expedition together. They just purchased a bunch of camels And I believe we're about to meet. Sanyo is about to get back with the rest of the crew. So, Sanyo. You have just entered into the bazaar, and you can see the core group of your crew mingling around a stall. They're arguing about a monkey.
Could you please wait here just a moment, Yusuf? I will be right back.
He nods and starts perusing.
Sonia will go to Annabelle.
Annabelle, Sanyo is approaching you.
Could you come and speak with me over here?
Sorry. You were cutting up a little bit. Was that for me?
No, that was for Luke.
Okay, sorry.
But I think Luke may be eating.
He's turning his mic on.
Oh, I had my microphone up while I would caps lock it.
Ah,
Well, how can I help? What's the matter, Sanyo?
I have found a guide. That man over there. His name is Yusuf. He is willing to guide us, but he wishes to meet us before leaving. I found him in a mosque. He has taken the pilgrimage before. He will likely want to make sure that we are worthy. And I am concerned. I believe you might pass yourself off as worthy. Alfinik? Yes. Costana, I am not so sure about. Nor am I sure about Grog.
Grog's no chance, not even slightly.
So, could you come and meet him? See if my suspicions are correct? And then get the others and teach them what to do before they meet him?
I could about manage that, I reckon.
okay, so you guys head over to Yusuf.
The two of us, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you approach, and Yusuf looks over at Annabelle and looks you up and down. And very suspicious. Or very mysterious.
I've purchased some local garments today that I shall be wearing on the journey forward. But I hear you may be willing to guide me and my...
Yes, I would be willing to take you north.
Well, that's a great relief to hear, honestly. Was there any particular reason you were hoping to meet us all beforehand?
Well, such a mysterious request. I would prefer to meet with the people I am to take to such a holy place before I start such a pilgrimage.
I can understand that.
And
But you'd be willing to... Your meeting me has not changed your mind any so far?
It has more piqued my interest. You are obviously not of Al-Shakak, and yet you wish for this pilgrimage. But yet,
I
you are also not one of these crusaders.
no, of course not. Silly bastards wasting their time playing boys' games that result
He
in murder.
he kind of chuckles at that and says, "Ah, you see right through them."
Sorry, I'm chewing occasionally.
Oh, you're good.
I, well, I'm not really sure how much you've spoken with Sanyo or regarding what.
He knows about our predicament, or at least suspects.
Aye, so you likely know that we're doing this for mainly selfish reasons, but I've got to say that I don't disagree with the end result either. Returning something that was stolen.
The fuck kind of pirate are you?
One who's lying a bit.
Yeah, you want to give me that acting role?
Yet you don't know about me, and you send over the worst lie, like the worst liar in the world.
Mm-hmm. So I'm all like, returning something that's stolen. Oh yeah, I'm all about that.
Yeah, he is definitely eyeing you suspiciously.
But you know, long time gone and what have you.
She has spoken
James.
poorly, yes, but what she is not opposed to truly is that this occurs as a side effect. We are helping ourselves, yes, and we are helping you and your faith. That is fine by us. We are perfectly fine with helping out others while helping ourselves.
You. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. You pirates are all the same, aren't you?
James, I rolled a listening to eavesdrop.
Yeah, if you two want to give me a perception to see if you notice her standing close by. It's a very busy market. Like, you have to be close to do that.
Oh wait, no, but if that's the case, and I overhear it, I'm gonna step the heck in.
Okay. So, yeah, you two noticed Castana standing, like, right there. Obviously eavesdropping.
I hold no ill will to the Al-Shakek. In fact, please meet my daughter. As I see you like opening your mouth ready to talk.
Greetings, brother, and I'll give the correct bow or whatever.
Ah, so some of you have studied the faith, and he bows back.
Mine's my compatriot.
Stanley's not going to say that he was too busy studying the blade.
Mine my compatriot, or mine my mother and compatriot here. We have come to this land to lift a curse on ourselves and return ancient relic, and in the process return ancient relics to their necessary lands.
And is this all of you?
I'll point out Grog and brain damage playing with the monkey.
Well, at this point, I'm doing something else. Not sure if I could.
Oh, James said we approached and we were arguing about a monkey. So
Oh, I thought it was after that.
And now the people opposed to you getting a monkey are gone.
That's very true.
No, on the way back, I don't want the monkey stealing something from that place and then getting us double hurt.
or starving or dying of
Exposure?
exposure.
Yeah, that too. On the way back.
So
Those
not
stupid
all of us,
monkeys. You show them your dick and they die.
By that monkey, bro. Why are
Not
you showing
all-
monkeys you dick?
not all of
Exposure.
of the not all of us actually. Most of us are not of the faith, but our goals meet that of those who do follow the faith. If you'll see it in your heart to help us in our quest, not only will you be bringing back something that was stolen from our people a long time ago, it will also help a 39 soul, or how many died yesterday?
How many did?
Oh, of your
James?
crew?
Yeah.
None.
None.
Sick.
40 souls who are sinners, yes, but not sinners of this land. Survive.
I'll do it. I will help you. I will guide you north.
Thank you, Yusuf.
Grog. BD.
He'll come forth. Yes, Captain.
Meet our guide for our pilgrimage. I'm like staring you dead in the eye.
This
He's
is
gonna look.
Yusuf.
Go on.
This is Yusuf, he said. He was just telling you.
Hey there. And he's gonna just extend one of his big, hairy hands.
Yusuf, like, kind of smiles a little bit, takes your hand and shakes it.
He'll give it a strong shake. I'll say, Grog Peklik, we'll make sure you're safe. Worry not.
He says, but my friend, I believe that is my job.
I like this, man. He makes it.
And then, Yusuf will... Now, if you will... Excuse me, I believe I've got some preparations to make. But when you pack, be sure to bring plenty of water. It is a very long and hot journey.
Brain damage will kind of step a bit closer to him.
He looks at you. And is this another of your traveling companions? Or should I be concerned for my purse?
Oh, racism.
Oh yeah, I am with them. Yes. Then I lean closer. I just want to ask: are there many lizards in the desert?
A great many, my friend.
Oh,
Some,
shivers.
some very large.
Oh,
We'll be having steak for days.
If they taste as good as the little ones, then excellent.
Would there be anything like really good smelling on the market, aside from the lizards?
Oh, yeah, there's all sorts of smells coming from everywhere. Like,
Shawarma, doner.
No. I want the smell. The
Bees.
oh, No, I can't. There's too many smells.
Yeah, that there are a lot of smells, and they
These
all
hurt
smell
Grog's nose a
so
bit.
good.
Like walking straight into what was the name of those for the pirates? One good tavern key. Always hurts my nose.
But yeah, Yusuf excuses himself and heads off and says he'll meet you at the northern
And then
gate in the morning.
as he leaves and he's out of earshot, I look at Mom and go, and that's why I read. And then I walk off.
I pull out my erotic novel and I just say to myself, and this is why I read.
I guess Grog will take care of the camels and packing then.
As you walk through the market, you see a very well polished stone phallus.
Oh, I'm like pulling at my collar. Like, wow.
Are we gonna keep going, or is this a good time to stop?
I don't know. How's everybody feeling?
We hit 3 hours just now.
It's a bit early, but I feel like we're about to do a massive change of
Yeah,
Yeah, I
everything.
kind of agree. I think now would be a good closing sort of
yeah,
point.
I think so. All right. Well, that
Can we
is. Oh, yep.
our house or something?
Yeah, let's do a little bit of like a 10-minute wrap up of this session. So, he just wandered off, and he said he will meet you at that northern gate in the morning.
So let's head back to where we're all stocked up. Take track of the supplies. Figure out how much these camels can carry. Try and figure out how to ride one of these things.
Oh, you do it like so, Captain. Hiya.
Writing is a separate skill, right? Oh, you do.
He does, yep.
There we go.
Yeah, I
there
look
are
at the-
penalties for unfamiliar animals, a -2 for a camel from a horse, probably.
Oh, then he still manages that he's trying to do it. Ooh, a little bit rougher than riding a horse. Wait, why do I know how to ride?
Yeah, go ahead and make a teaching check.
Sieging?
Go ahead and make a
Teaching.
teaching.
Oh, -3 for riding, apparently. It says it on page 217.
Are just 1 hump or 2 hump camels?
3 hump legendary.
How do I teach or that role that you said?
It's a skill.
I don't have that. IQ minus 5?
I think
4, I think.
Okay. He makes it!
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Everybody
mate.
gets a coherent first writing lesson from Grog.
So we're not good at it, but we can do it.
If the camels have got a better mount skill than we have rider, then they
Yes.
roll instead.
It's probably the case.
Saddle, I think, also gives like a bonus.
Shit ton of bonuses from
Yeah.
various
I think
saddle
it can
stuff.
give like a +5.
No, it's like +2s for various different applications from various different bits of
Yeah.
saddle gear.
Yeah,
It's all complicated and it's in low tech, and you can go find it if you want for next session.
Yeah.
I think I as a couple of characters I've ended up with around +6 to riding thanks to all sorts of saddle. Could you chuck us a camel sheet at some point as well, just so I can see how fast it'll be able to move when loaded with supplies?
Oh yeah, I can do that. I'll do that in prep for next sesh.
Not very much. They've got a strength of 22, so I think we'll be all right.
Probably, yeah. And they're four-legged. I think that gives them more hauling capacity. But yes, so you get a quick little riding lesson after you buy your camels. And yeah, you've got the whole night.
Rest up, say bye to the crew, tell them to look after the cannons and keep their eyes on any nice boats in dock for when we come back.
Okay. Well, good thing that they've all been sailing around for a while and have some coin and now think they're all gonna die, so might as well spend it all. They are
I'll
about
tell them
to
I'll try
they
and
are about to change the economy in this town for a couple of days, for like a couple of weeks.
I'll tell them not to get themselves killed. That's terrible leadership. If you could give them a nice speech, that'd be lovely, Costana.
Oh, public speaking or leadership?
Public speaking, like just say something brave-arty.
Don't
Less
be stupid.
Mel Gibson.
Yes, you managed to give him a speech that pretty much sums up to, guys, don't be fucking morons.
Also, we're going to get out of this. Save some coin.
But don't save too much, because I'll likely be bringing you all sorts of treasures back from that temple.
Oh my god.
I'm sure that won't end badly at all.
Season 2, The Second Curse.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the exact same curse as before.
I'm going to crit fail greed in that temple on the way out for sure.
That's a roll that affects us all. Which means that Sonya can use his luck on it.
Uh,
3 crit fails in a row.
yep. Alright. But everybody's mostly sleeping,
Aye.
resting up. Got a
Mhm.
Yeah,
long journey across the desert. I think it's going to take you like 5 to 6 days to get across the desert.
7 days in perfect conditions is what we calculated. Tara.
Yep.
Yep. Cool.
Although, just to reach that town, it's probably only like 4-5 days.
Yeah, that was to the like right here where I can kind of see water.
You peeking through the smoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it too. We're on the right track.
So,
Yeah, I could see the
imagine-
volcano before he uncovered it.
3 days.
So 7
And
days.
that'd be the 4th day. So yeah, there's 3 days travel between that last town and that location.
You don't know that that's water.
Could be ice.
Anyhow, this is a good
Turquoise
place
flats.
to call it. So, thank you everybody for watching. We are the Kobold Cafe. A lot of things happened today.
I had a lot of fun.
I am James, the GM, and playing today in the order of most lost. We'll start with Captain Bird.
Yar, the cursed scream screams no more. But I'm Luke. I played Captain Annabelle Bird. I had a shit ton of fun.
All right, and then I guess Castana.
Hi, I'm Tara. I play Castana, and I murdered 2 shiploads of people today
Just by asking nicely.
just by asking nicely. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't even think about that. Now I'm terrified.
Like
Mass
I've been
murder.
talking to these statues for weeks.
And they finally did something.
They finally did something. It was brutal, but now I have favor of dragon beings.
I guess in that same regard, you sunk the ship.
I did.
You broke your mother's ship.
I'm not telling. All I told her was crazy magic is happening. I'm not telling anyone that I did that. I'm taking that to the grave with me, or until at least mom's grave.
That's true. That's true. And then I guess brain damage because he's always lost his marbles.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to face the desert full of lizards. Not looking forward to going there.
And then we have Sanyo.
Hey, I'm Jared, played Sanyo al-Suhail. Pretended to be one of my people, but I was seen to not be one of my people very much.
And then, last but not least, we've got the Peg Leg. Grog Pegleg.
I was Eberoth and playing Grog the Pegaleg, who successfully managed to actually teach something in his life, riding camels. Who would know? Definitely not Grog for sure. You can trust him.
I put a point in that skill.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, you were taught. Everybody could put a point in that skill. But we are the Kobold Cafe, and you can catch us on Twitch at the Kobold Cafe. You can catch us on Twitter at the Kobold Cafe.
At Kobold Cafe.
At Kobold Cafe. You can
The website is the Kobold Cafe.
catch us the website, thekoboldcafe.com.
Yep.
And then YouTube, the Kobold Cafe. You're gonna have to search
Patreon.
that. Patreon. We've got a Patreon now, the Kobold Cafe. I don't know if you're getting a theme, but we are the Kobold Cafe, and we thank you for watching today. This week we will have another episode of Star Wars on Thursday. Distant Suns, played in Fantasy Flight Games. It's very fun. And then Friday we will be playing the final episode of Omega Illocution. And then next week we will be playing Windraker again. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye!